Okay, grab the handles. Okay, gentle, just little rolls like this. See? Push forward, push. Okay, and then you turn. Okay, now your turn.
I just didn't want to pin and have everything I pin on Facebook because it's not all that exciting.
No, obviously my potatoes aren't either.
You put potatoes on there?
She has a folder just for potatoes. And it only has one pin in it. Why did you do that? That's what we were saying.
It was a basic mashed
Well, there's
potatoes.
lots of recipes for potatoes, and then there's a.
I kind of remember
Here.
the
gonna
least
scoot you.
that you
Okay,
have in
ready?
this, the
Hold on,
better it
Auntie.
was.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
right.
that's
Yeah, now
Krista's
we're
idea.
And now
What
we're
did you say?
massacring.
But, okay.
The less you handle it,
The better.
so you're figuring by not handling it.
No, I just remembered she didn't want, you roll it out once, you know.
Did Katie level up?
Good.
Are we done with this?
I tell the boys and girls who are picking up the toys and they run away from the mess. That's what Grandma Lucille used to do to us.
It was Nathan.
Josh, you were the first one in and the first one out. Okay,
Out of their room.
I want to do that.
Go wash your hands.
I will.
Spencer, how to see you.
Here, you can add this to your dough ball.
I don't want that. I want a kiss. Go wash. Go wash. Soap and water.
What is
perfect,
going
Katie.
wrong? What is wrong with this picture?
Mommy, look it.
What does that say?
They said put them in the freezer, so I did.
Now they're frozen.
Some of them are.
Left
That one is. Oh, that one's not. They're still in.
Well, they're going to be, but
But we see the firmer.
yeah.
You've been a real roller?
Did you add flour when you make the balls, or is it all potato?
We did.
No, the flour was in there.
2 cups.
We added flour. We
Do
added.
we have the right measuring cups?
Yes.
I'm just curious if this is where you add the flour, or
No.
if you add.
It's 7 cups
roll it
of
anymore, that's
riced potatoes, a fourth a cup
You know,
of
if you roll
heavy
it
cream,
anymore,
a
then it
cube
ends up
of
like
melted
Nancy's on
butter,
the
and
floor.
1.5 cups flour.
Doesn't matter what kind of potatoes.
No, but, oh, russet. But Una Ann probably took some of that flour because it's all over the side of her sweater on her arm. So that's probably why we don't have as much flour in the rolls.
She does have a handprint right on her arm. What is the what is the handprint on your arm here?
Look at Mom. Look at Mom.
You know what?
Look at me.
Every year you could get a picture of Una Ann with flour on her.
Well, what you do is you're going to stick the stick underneath here, okay? And kind of loosen it. Kind of loosen it. There you go. Now do the same thing. Going the other way. All right, you ready? Go right to the middle. And lift up slow.
Hey, right behind you.
Okay, turn around. Excuse me, Grandma Karen.
Here, Jackson. Yeah.
Now you're
Jenna, you
going
could
to
come next. No.
Excuse me.
Oh, you get it down there.
Good job.
I don't want you to hold me. Okay,
We're gonna turn it over.
Lena, does yours look like it's
Keep turning.
crispy?
It picks up the whispers too.
It's not? It's all brown on the edge.
Okay. Now it has to sit here for a minute.
Am I in your way?
Ready, honey?
Yes.
Grandma's not ready. Let's just leave it here.
Come on,
Yeah,
Bob.
this will stay with your mom.
Can you get that stuff
Wait,
behind
wait,
that?
no, Grandma's
You
ready.
guys can go outside as long as you stay in the yard.
Yeah, we're trying to use the ones that are.
This is the part that takes all day.
That's why
This is
when
the
I-
part we read.
This is what I've
why
been
we- That's why yesterday seemed so short.
Well, this one probably, maybe we
Careful,
should do
go
it Friday
slow.
and Saturday,
You're
so
gonna
we
roll
start
it.
like
My layer of
In the
flour
morning.
finally hard.
All right, Dee Dee, okay, Sammy. I'll get it right.
Okay, Dee Dee, and that's, yeah.
What did you eat? Oh, did you eat dinner there?
We're almost gonna get ready.
Well, no, I
What did they have there?
It washes off real easy.
You still have it?
Take one with mine, Dad.
Here, right here. Crawl up. Come on.
Take one with mine.
Did she get her hair cut?
She got a big skin.
Stick your hair
Get mine, sis.
That's what I thought. I don't know.
I think I've got her. Somehow, unless it's just the same way.
I think some people get it and some don't. I think everybody.
My cousin's wife in Indiana, or lives in Wisconsin, said she was so happy to see that Lefse is made out, or that people know about Lefse outside of Wisconsin and Minnesota.
I think one thing too is people see the family, the tradition
Yeah.
that they like. Yeah, you know, they've gotta be thinner, cause the thinner ones just feel like,
Real Lefse.
yeah, except I think if we got them too thin yesterday, they fell apart, so.
Yeah.
You don't even fold without opening.
We had Yunnan, and then we had my girls, Megan with Julia and Spencer and Nathan, and we had your girls, Leah with Joshua and Sammy, and Samantha. And we had Krista here with her to-be husband, Robert, and her girls, Katie Lou and Deanna, and then Bob's two girls, Lil and Belle, came a little bit later.
And Gretchen was here.
And Gretchen, my other daughter Gretchen, yes. Was here, and then we discovered that the balls that we had made the day before were very gooey, and so we had to
Very gooey.
had to add a lot of flour, so we added another process to making the lefse by having 2 bowls of flour and rolling those balls into more flour.
So there's probably 3 times as much flour in these, at least double the
Yeah.
flour in each one, that we had to add flour to each ball.
And they were a little thicker because by the time they went from the rolling board to the pan, they would break in half. So they ended up not rolling them as thin.
How many years have you been doing this?
Timelines aren't my thing. I don't remember. Ever since I've been, been married.
Yeah,
We've always come over.
I remember it more at Grandma Seal's apartment in Kent.
Well, Emmy used to come over, and
Do
Betty
it with
and, yeah.
Lucille.
So I guess so. It would have been where they did it. I mean, we just had it, and then. But I remember using her dining room table
Yeah.
at the other house
Yeah.
and making lefse. So it was before she moved to Kent. But Kent seems like where a lot of the memories were made. Getting over there.
And where we were part of the process of making it, not
Yeah.
just,
Where she,
we did the whole process.
yeah.
Before that, I don't think
Well, I
we've
think
done-
Bonnie and Lucille got together
Yeah.
the night before and would do it before we drove over
Yeah.
and did it. But then Lucille put you in charge of the tradition and knew that you had to learn how to do this.
Yes. Yes.
And this is the 2nd year without Mom?
Yes. Yeah. We have the book that Una made from 2010, and your mom is in that book.
Why don't you get that book out? Well, tell me about this book. Sit down and...
Well, 2 years ago, Una wanted to document the Lefse process. So she took pictures throughout the whole time, and see, those balls look as big as the ones
Yeah,
that.
they do. But this was the last time that Grandma Seal was with us. And we had designated her as the official Lefse taster this time through. And the recipe for,
And we did 10 pounds then.
yeah,
And that's not accurate.
10 pounds of potatoes, 1/4 cup heavy cream, 1 cube. We did we do yeah, we did a
Yes,
whole cube.
but
and
it's
this
7
is-
cups of potatoes.
Oh, yeah. Well, and look at how many cups of flour.
That's what we used.
This time we used 2 cups?
Uh-huh.
That's right. Yeah, we start by boiling the potatoes. We had to peel them and boil them. And then we had to, she didn't put ricing in them.
How we
Because we
rice.
had to rice the potatoes, and we have, how many different ricers have we tried?
Several, but we've
We
gone
have
back to
3 or 4, don't we?
Yeah.
In the sack, in the Lefse sack, and we have figured out the one that turns is the
Yes.
easiest.
the one that's really a ricer, not
Yeah.
just well, I guess they're all ricers. but
Yeah.
It's more for puree.
So then we mix it all up, and this is the day that, oh, they're still mixing here,
Yeah, so that's the day before.
the day before.
There's a great picture of Gretchen and Karen.
And then we start rolling them in balls, and this is one spot we get a lot of flour on us, especially Yunnan. She seems to be the flour queen. Yeah. Oh, there's our 4th cup that
Yeah,
we measured.
that's what I saw.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago
Yeah.
we were doing that.
Measure, because otherwise the balls were always different sizes. We never were consistent with everybody rolling with the same size ball. So we went to the 4th cup measuring cup. And actually that's a pretty good size. Even though they look awfully big there. But we do let it sit overnight. I think next year we're going to try rolling them and frying them the same day.
Well, look how much Julia's grown in a year.
That's 2 years.
Yeah,
2
years.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, and this is the day when we roll the Lefse. That's the day. Do we have we had our Lefse aprons on when we rolled too. But we always get out the Lefse aprons and make sure. Matter of fact, I was looking on the label to see where they were made because we may need to buy a few more for all the kids.
Oh, that's right.
So, or else we just hand our aprons over to them.
And we do the supervising.
We do the test taking. Yeah, now
Yeah.
that's a big one there.
Yeah.
Julia's
See, and
got
Katie
more.
was about like, see, how old was?
She's 9 now, so she was 7.
Yeah, and Katie's gonna be 7,
Yeah.
and she did a really good job.
Yeah. So, yeah, you documented it pretty good with the frying it and then folding it and putting it on the towels. And then the buttering, and everyone stands in line to get their taste of Lefse.
Yeah, and this is a hot lefse, so you can see the butter's melted.
Yeah.
We usually don't have it hot when we have it for Thanksgiving, but it's
and it's-
best that way.
Sprinkle sugar, but it's also good with cinnamon sugar too. We do it both ways. So, and Josh is the Lefse bandit. He likes that Lefse.
I don't know how many times he snuck in to get another piece of lefse.
Yeah, and then the cleanup. The cleanup might not be the favorite part, but it's fun. It's where flour goes. Yeah.
And that's the way we felt yesterday. Only worse, I think.
I think,
Because we found another tray of lefse.
yeah, that was a first, finding an extra tray of Lefse in the refrigerator.
After everybody had gone home.
So Gretchen and Karen and I did a whole tray by ourselves.
Is that the year we went over White Pass and we were showing the plate?
Right, I think so. That was the year Dennis became the hero. The Lefse hero.
Yes.
Snoqualmie Pass was closed, and I think we'd already decided we weren't going to go, and then everybody's feeling like we should be there, and nobody was going to be there, and so
Lucille didn't know what she was going to do and how she was going to get
Yeah.
all this Lefse made.
Yeah.
So we
And Una and Dennis went over, and Dennis helped all day with the Lefse, but I think
we got
we
there
got
late.
over there. We went over White Pass, got there late, and helped with the process, and I think we turned around and went
And
back.
came back because I think it was a Sunday and people had to go to work the
Yeah.
next day, so there wasn't the option of spending the night.
Yeah,
And it was not good roads, and it was just.
right.
But we were there for like an hour or something,
Yeah.
I remember, and it was just making sure that we were there.
Yeah.
So it's more than nostalgia, this lesson making?
Oh, yeah, a lot more than nostalgia. It's family time. It's the girls, our girls, are going to remember this forever. That our get-togethers, and they loved listening to us laugh. The older generation.
And we always do. There's always stories to be told.
Yeah.